That is Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who is the Prime Minister of Canada. He had many scandals. This is the blackface scandal article. Well, there's many articles about him doing blackface and doing other things. But anyways, I have a question for everyone because I'm a little bit confused. I don't have a degree in political science. I'm not an expert. So forgive me if I don't know certain things about politics and etc. But right before the election, I remember this blackface scandal came out. And I was thinking to myself, of course, like I'm not like an expert in politics, but he probably won't become the next. He probably won't continue another term of because he already was the prime minister when the blackface scandal came out. So he had already been the prime minister. So he was running for re-election, and I was expecting him not to be successful in the re-election campaign because of the blackface scandal. And so I was shocked when like it came out that he did blackface, and then he got more people voting for him. So like I was in total shock. I was like not expecting him once it was revealed that he did blackface suddenly hit for then more people to like vote for him. So my question is, well, first off, is why? Why did more people vote for him after he was revealed he did blackface? And the second question is, like, well, how is he still prime minister? Like, I don't know. Anyways, but okay, here's my third question. This is more bizarre, but I floated around this idea, and it's just an idea. It's not necessarily good or bad. And I'm not an expert in political science. I'm not an expert in reality television, but it's just an idea. And keep in mind that reality television is known for having villains on their TV series. I mean, villains are the reason a lot of people watch. I mean, people love to watch Jerry Springer. It doesn't just because you watch Jerry Springer doesn't mean you agree with half of the stuff that happened on Jerry Springer. And by the way, let me just say rest in peace, Jerry Springer. But there was a good TV show, Jerry Springer. People got an insight into the lives of other people. Maybe not people that you necessarily agreed with or associated with, but it was like a kind of like an anthropological view of human life in other societies, cultures, etc. That's the way to look at it. And so my question is, since I found out, I heard on the radio actually that unfortunately, divorce is divorce. I don't know, actually, I think they're just separated. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is there. But unfortunately, people get separated from their wives, and I heard on the radio that he's separated from his wife, and I feel bad for that. But at the same time, when one door closes, another door opens, and I thought, it would be good. Imagine if, and not necessarily good or bad, but imagine if Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, was the next Bachelor on the next season of Bachelor Canada. And then suddenly people were like, oh, like a lot of people that I had talked to with this idea said, oh, what if he was the next Bachelor in Bachelor Canada? Everyone would watch that. That'd be like a Jerry Springer train wreck that everyone it's like it's a train wreck, but people still be watching because it's a train wreck. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people said, oh, but everyone hates him now, so like he wouldn't be good to be on a reality TV series. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me that he's still good enough to be Prime Minister of Canada? And like literally after the blackface scandal came out, he then was re-elected. More people voted for him after they found out he did blackface. So you're telling me he's good enough to be the Prime Minister of Canada, but he's not good enough to be on a reality TV show? Am I missing something here? Is this bizarro world? What world we live in where he's good enough to be the Prime Minister of Canada, but he's not good enough to be on the next season of The Bachelor Canada to be the Bachelor? And imagine too the 25 women. Imagine that would be like, and a lot of people accuse the Bachelor series of being fake and scripted. Well, let me tell you something. If he was the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, the drama would be real. The fights would be real. the drama, the fights would be real. And this guy, his background, he was a drama teacher. I mean, he has a degree in drama. He knows the drill. He knows the acting game. I mean, he knows reality television probably already. He knows television. He's been on television his whole life. So this would not be a stretch for him. This would probably be his ballpark, to be honest. This would be perfect for him because, you know, he's probably near the end of his political career. I don't know how many years that a Canadian prime minister can stay in office, but I'm pretty sure he's already near the max. I'm pretty sure. So he's probably going to be leaving soon. So this would be a perfect way, a new chapter for him to do reality television. He could become the next Bachelor Canada, and suddenly, I'm not saying I like him. To be honest with you, I really don't know anymore because I thought he wasn't gonna run the re-election after the blackface scandal came out, and then suddenly more Canadians voted for him, and he won the re-election even though the blackface scandal came out. So this world is confusing. I really don't know anymore. I don't know. Maybe there is another side to his story that I did not hear. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know anymore if he's good or bad. I mean, I know blackface is obviously bad. But I mean, like I said, I thought then because he had done the blackface that he would not have been reelected, but he was reelected. More Canadians voted for him when they found out he did blackface. So my question is then if I guess maybe people like him because he at least admitted that he made a mistake. I mean, there's a lot of politicians that would never even apologize for such a mistake. At least maybe the fact that he apologized for it made him less bad than the alternative politicians. I don't know. I don't know. See, that's the thing is I'm not a political science expert. Obviously, blackface is bad. Maybe people, the voters, the way they looked at it was that he's not the worst politician and he's better. He's the best of the choices. He's the best of the worst, I guess. He's like not as bad as the other politicians. So maybe that's the way they looked at it. But anyways, my question to you, to everyone, is why not? Why not he be the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada? He's single now. He's single now. He's attractive, and I have to say, like everyone has something going for them. Like I try to like obviously there's no such thing as perfect people, and it's hard to really say that there's even bad or good people. Obviously, I'm not gonna say he's a good person because he did blackface, but I will say that at least if I have to, if you have to say something nice about everyone, right? If you always have to find something good to say about everyone, at least I will say that he is an attractive man, and he does have a degree in drama. He was a drama teacher, so he would be perfect to be on the next season of The Bachelor Canada. And I bet you, even though a lot of people criticize that show for being fake and scripted, the drama would be real. I've seen episodes where I was like, there's no way that could have been scripted. Like there has been actually controversy and drama on The Bachelor Canada, and well, sorry, actually, there's been drama on the regular Bachelor series, the American, the regular Bachelor, the American series. There's been a lot of drama there, real drama that I could tell was well, there's no way that could have been scripted, and so I'm telling you, if he is the next Bachelor Canada, the drama would be real and the fights would be real, and I just want to say that I just want to see what he has to say. I want him to. I want to see more of what this guy has to say. I want an explanation of as to why he still managed to become reelected after the blackface scandal. I want to know why. Like like I said, I'm just a person who is curious and wants to know why he, even after the blackface scandal, he still managed to become reelected. I must be missing something here. There must be another side of the story that I haven't seen. So at least if he is the next Bachelor Canada, he will have a chance to explain that side of the story. And so that's basically that. And I wanted to, like I said, I don't necessarily think he's bad or good. I just want to see more into him, into what exactly happened there, and how he managed to become still reelected even after the blackface scandal. So, like I said, this is, whether, and like you have to admit, whether you like him, whether you hate him, whether you love him, whatever your opinion is of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, if he is the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, you will watch. You will watch that. You must admit that you will watch that. The Prime Minister of Canada, as the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, you will watch that show because you'll want to see what's going to happen. You're going to be curious, like, oh wow, the Prime Minister of Canada is on a reality television series. And you look at Trump too. Trump was president, and before Trump was president, he was famous for being on reality television. So the two go hand in hand because this gives voters a chance to get to know the candidate much better. When a candidate is on public television, reality television, it feels like you can get to know that candidate much better. So, for example, right, Tim Walz is the guy that Kamala Harris picked to be her VP, and I know nothing about that guy. I've never seen him on any reality TV series. I didn't even know he was in politics. So, I mean, not knowing anything about someone is a downfall because, I mean, it's like how do you vote for someone you know nothing about? And at least if you have a guy who's on a reality TV series, it kind of feels like you kind of know that person a bit, and you kind of would feel safer voting for them. Or it would give you closure in your reason not to vote for them, which is also good. So if anyone is truly doesn't like Justin Trudeau, then they can watch this TV series to confirm their opinions and help them make a good decision in voting because it just adds more information to help you make a decision. So just because he's going to be the next, if he is the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, doesn't necessarily mean he's good or bad. It doesn't mean that he's going to win the election or not win the election. It just means that we finally will get more information, and it would be really interesting to watch, and people would watch. I'm telling you, I would I would bet that if he was the next Bachelor on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, that people would watch and be really curious and want to see what's going to happen every episode. So that was just my opinion, and I hope you liked my idea. Like I said, I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying whether you like him, love him, whether you hate him. I mean, if he was on the next season of The Bachelor Canada, people would watch, and also, this might be a good thing because it might get him out of office, right? I mean, he maybe he'll just decide like if you're a person who really doesn't like him and hopes he leaves office, then maybe this will persuade him to leave office. Well, he's probably going to leave anyways because I'm pretty sure he's already done the max term limit for a Canadian Prime Minister anyways. So this would like give him the final push to say, oh, like he's going to be a reality TV star now from now on, right? So there you go. There's cons and pros to everything, good and bad, you know. So do you like this idea? Do you think he should be the next Prime Minister? Sorry, he is the next Prime Minister. He's already the Prime Minister of Canada. Do you think that he should be on the next season of The Bachelor Canada? And of course, this will be a villainous season because he's not liked, and not a lot of people don't like him. So he will definitely be like it will be like a villainous season of The Bachelor Canada where people will take a guy who has a bad reputation, but maybe he'll have a chance to at least explain his side of the story. And of course, you know, I don't just assume anything. I don't just judge people right off the bat. I always want to hear everyone's side of the story, and it helps, at least it helps validate your opinion. I mean, if you really don't like the guy and you don't want to vote for him, then seeing him on The Bachelor Canada will give you that confirmation that you're right or that you're wrong, right? And at least you'll have more information to help you make your decision as a voter. All right, thank you for watching.